Hello and welcome to your full moon video for the full moon of the 19th of July 2016. About 4 minutes before midnight in my time zone in the UK. If you look online somewhere, I'm sure you can find what time that will be in your particular time zone. And yes, I'm not shaving. You know why? Because I've decided I just really don't care. So I just decided I'm not going to shave, right? Sometimes you just have those lazy days. You just go, why am I taking this thing and scraping hair off my face? And it really just kind of feels stupid. Well, I know the answer to that. It's because if I didn't, I'd have this big, huge, shaggy beard that would feel equally uncomfortable. So that's why I do it. But hey, I don't want to do it every day. But this isn't a video about my beard or about my facial hair or any other body part. This is a video about your full moon. And so let's talk about the full moon, which will take place in Uttara Ashadha Nakshatra. Uttara Ashadha Nakshatra gives the power to grant an unchallengeable victory. Uttara Ashadha energy can be very persistent, but it also helps the individual to gain a more universal perspective. What do I mean by that? Well, sometimes we get so narrow-minded in our thinking that we only see one particular way or one particular concept, and the scope of our vision needs to broaden to encompass all things. What does that take? Well, it takes a certain degree of humility, right? And Uttara Ashadha, one of the things that it's symbolized by is the planks of a bed. So what are the planks of a bed? Well, basically, it used to be that that mattresses would sit on the floor, right? And if they had a frame that they were on, the underside of that frame were the planks of the bed. So those planks are the lowest part of the bed. So what is the bed? The bed is a resting place. So Uttara Ashadha kind of gives the foundation for the final resting place or the final release from our bondage here in human form. How does it do it? Well, it requires that we go down to a level where we're able to accept something, or so that we're able to see something, right? And from that vantage point of seeing something that we didn't see before because we were being too persistent and being too stubborn, our point of view opens up. We're granted a wider perspective. So I'm going very deeply into that because there's something that you're going to need to sacrifice in order to move ahead at this particular point. If you'd like to know what that might be for you in terms of the time frame that you have ahead, please feel free to visit my astrological services page at the link which you'll see either here or there on the page, and you can schedule an astrological service with me. So something is required to be sacrificed. You're going to have to accept some form of limitation in order to make the progress that you're now trying to make. Now, interestingly enough, let's talk about some of the components of the day. I generally, when I do these, I look at the Panchanga for the day. And the Karana, which kind of shows the energy of how you go about this particular energy, or how the energy is fulfilled. That's probably a better way to say it, is Bhava. Bhava has connections with Indra. So a lot of this energy is about rising above the circumstances that you're dealing with, thinking bigger, thinking smaller. And Indra, he wouldn't have achieved his kingly status if it wasn't for undergoing severe penances, so accepting certain limitations. And that's how he got into that position of power. The solar lunar yoga on that day is Priti. Priti, loosely translated, means joy or love, but it's about becoming focused on something from the right perspective, from a feeling of enthusiasm. And the thing that you're needing to remember with this particular full moon energy is why you are doing what you are doing. There is a purpose beneath it all. Only thing is you've been forgetting that purpose. You've been forgetting the reason. And perhaps you have been becoming kind of caught up in your own way of seeing how it should be fulfilled. Well, chances are it can actually get fulfilled, but only in a way that's a little bit different than you might have thought it was going to happen. So relinquish, let go, do the right thing rather than what you feel is the thing that you necessarily want to do. So where you're getting stuck, where there is that resistance, you might have to accept a certain amount of limitation. It doesn't mean that the cause is lost. It simply means that you have to go about your cause in a completely different way. So if you'd like a little more guidance as to the path ahead, I should remind you once again about my astrological services page, where you can schedule the astrological service of your choice. The link is below, but it's also, if you go to AuthenticAstrology.com, you can find so many more things there to read and look around at. And in addition to that, you can also find my astrological services link. That's going to do it for your full moon video for the full moon of the 19th of July, 2016. Until next time, please take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.